Should interest rates be lower? There are some good reasons why, here in the U.S., interest rates should be lower. The current Fed funds rate in the United States is between 4.25% and 4.5%. We are the strongest country in the world, but yet there are other countries that aren't as strong, like Japan, that has an equivalent rate of 0.5%. Cambodia has a rate of 0.45%, and Switzerland has a rate of 0.25%. We have the largest economic powerhouse to pay our debt, so it makes no sense to me why those countries have lower interest rates than the United States. Unfortunately, the interest expense of the national debt is just about ready to top $1 trillion. That's interest only. With lower interest rates, the interest expense could decline and it would in theory leave more money to go to the principal. The key would be to make sure this money goes to pay down the principal and not to other government programs, which unfortunately has happened in the past. The concern from the Federal Reserve is if they lower rates, we'll see an increase in inflation. Well, I continue to believe that the tariffs might cause a one-time price increase rather than embedded inflation. So I believe it would be a mistake to hold off on cutting rates much longer. A major reason I believe this is that tariffs would not stoke a major demand increase, which would be problematic if that increase did occur. What generally causes inflation, remember this, is too much money chasing too few goods. So if there isn't a huge surge in demand, I believe long term we should be all right. A big question on the other side though is how this would impact supply. So if supply was drastically cut, I do see how inflation could become a problem. But I personally don't see that concern at this point in time. And also too, one other area to consider is these tariffs are helping with the government's budget as they're bringing in roughly $30 billion a month to the United States. What are your thoughts? Do you think the Federal Reserve is way behind the ball on reducing interest rates? I'm Brent Wilsey with Wilsey Asset Management. If you like these videos, well, be sure to give it a like or comment, and feel free to check out our other YouTube videos and the weekly newsletter for the latest economic news, expert analysis, and market insights.